We're Chris and Sarah,
a husband and wife creative duo.
5 years ago, we met cycling across America. 3 years ago, we got married, and our current adventure is traveling and working full-time out of our DIY Sprinter van.
We're on a mission to live more meaningful lives by inviting other people along the way to join us in the adventure. We are Let's Be Us. That sounded good.
Ooh. All right. Yeah.
What day is it?
It's Thursday. Our anniversary is in 2 days.
Yes, it is. How many years is that? Good for remembering, too. There's a mosquito flying around your head.
3 years married.
Yes.
2 years dating. So 5 years?
Yes. 5 years together.
Wow.
Okay.
Where are we?
Where are we? We're in Dawson City, Yukon. This is the next leg of like our Alaska journey, but this isn't Alaska. We actually left Alaska for good yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I say for good, but I think we have plans of going back there probably next year.
Yeah.
We only scratched the surface of Alaska, so.
Alaska's this big?
We saw this much.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so we're in Dawson City, Yukon today, and we haven't really shared this part of our trip with anybody. A couple people here and there who have done the same thing. We're actually driving to the Arctic Ocean.
Oh.
There's a small town called Inuvik. I could be saying these names wrong, so forgive me if you see this and I completely butchered your town's name. But Inuvik, Northwest Territories, is actually in the Arctic Circle, and it's like 450 miles from where we are right now. It's an entirely dirt road all the way up there. Very remote. From there's another little town about, I think it's 80 miles up the road, and it's called Tuktoyaktuk, and that's on the Arctic Ocean.
So we're going to go to the Arctic Sea. And
the cool thing is what worked out about our trip is we're actually going to be there for the longest day of the year, which is kind of neat.
So 24 hours of sun.
Yeah. So that'll be kind of cool.
It'll be really cool.
So we're celebrating summer solstice. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, summer solstice.
Sounds weird. In the Arctic Circle. How weird is that?
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited. I've always kind of wanted to drive to the Arctic Ocean, but actually until the last year or two, I didn't really realize it was a reality. Like you could actually do this.
So there's 2 ways to go to the Arctic Ocean.
Yes.
There's one in the U.S.
Through
Alaska. But here's the catch: when you drive all the way to the end, you're greeted with a fence, and it's owned by the government, and you have to get a pass.
Apparently, there's a bus you can take down there. You have to get like a ticket. This is what we've heard, guys. So we didn't look into it too far because everybody we talked to, they said, do the Dempster Highway, which is the one we're going to do, versus the Dalton Highway, which is the one in Alaska. Also, something else that's kind of cool. This town has polar bears. Like, not often, and I don't think we're really going at the right time of year to see them, but you could actually see polar bears in this town.
Yes.
That's how far north we're going, guys.
Oh,
I think that's so weird.
It's so exciting. Cool. It's really exciting.
Okay. Well, we've got a long drive ahead, so we're going to...
Let's take you along.
Let's go.
Somebody's taking over my spot. What are you doing in my spot?
Okay, so before we hit the road, we decided we wanted to stop by the gas station, and it's also a tire shop and everything, just to fill up our tires, check the pressure on them, actually let a little bit of air out because we've heard letting out like 5 psi is a good idea if you're going on gravel. So we're just here. Chris is outside. I'll show you guys in a second, but he's just outside fixing our tires, making sure pressure's really good, and then we're gonna hit the road. So we've got diesel, we've got water, our toilet was dumped yesterday, so we're ready to go. All right, Chris is checking our air.
That's 63. Gonna put it at 75. So it's been 4 hours later since we last left you, and I don't know. I mean, so first of all, this is what happened. We noticed that the tires were really low, and so
we had really bad roads the last several days, and so
Yes.
But there was one tire that was way worse than the rest.
Yes, there's one tire, and then when I filled it up with the compressor, I heard like this air, and I'm like, well, maybe I'm insane or something weird. I had a gut feeling. I'm like, oh, we need to get this checked out. And so we took it to a mechanic. They're like, oh, we don't have time for you, and they gave us a list of other people. And that's when we met Sean, and we took it to Sean, and sure enough, there was a screw inside the tire.
We just couldn't see it from the outside.
Yeah, we just couldn't see it.
So in Anchorage, we actually had kind of planned originally to actually replace our tires. We have Continentals on them now, which are actually really good tires especially for like city kind of things.
Yeah.
And we were planning on upgrading to all-terrain tires next time. But we thought, okay, let's go ahead and do them before, the Dempster Highway and driving up to the Arctic, just to be safe. But we did not go with our gut on that, and we decided, let's just put the last like 20, 30,000 miles that our tires have on them. Let's go ahead and just drive them out. But we got to Dawson City, which is like the last city on the highway, and guys, we didn't go with our gut. We should have, is what it kind of comes down to, I think. I mean, we have all-terrain tires now. We have really good ones, and thankfully the price was really good. I actually really wasn't expecting them to have our tires in stock. When we found out we had a flat, I thought they were going to be like, oh, it's going to be 2 weeks before we get them up here or something like that. But the guy Sean, who was actually, we'll list his shop down below. He was really great, and he actually has like a fleet of trucks that all run on the same size of tires that we have. And when we were in Anchorage, we had to call around like 5 or 7 different places just trying to find our tire size.
And then they were still quoting us like double the price. And so
crazy prices.
So this was like a miracle that this guy even had so many tires that were our size.
Yeah, just sitting around, and he said he sees people like us all the time. Tourism's a huge part of this area, and so not only do his trucks run on them, but our lots of RVs and stuff like that have them too. So huge blessing that was there. Thank you, Sean, for helping us out. But yeah, we're on the road now, and we're, I guess, a mile into the Dempster Highway.
All right, here we go. The Dempster Highway is a 530-mile entirely unpaved road. Dirt, gravel, and everything in between make for a pretty rough and noisy road trip.
I have to keep reminding myself that we chose to go down this road, that we are not having to go down this road, so I'm trying to just enjoy it. But I feel like my head is ringing right now.
Stretching from Dawson City, Yukon to Totoyaktuk, Northwest Territories, the highway is a lifeline to those living in the few remote villages in this northern region of Canada.
We're about, oh gosh, I don't even know how many miles, because everything's in kilometers. Where are we at? We're like kilometer 300 right now or something, or over that, around 300. We're moving slow, surprise, but that's okay. We don't really have a set destination tonight, so we're just driving. It is 9:45 p.m. And I'm still wearing sunglasses, guys.
It's 9:45. Check this out. There's the sun. See that right there? Oh, hang on. There's the sun. Here, I'll even show you in the mirror. There's the sun right there. We set out on the journey with no set schedule. Our only goal was to see and take in as much as the road had to offer. Guys, we finally see a grizzly bear.
What do we do? No, I'm not scared. But he's like
coming right at us. What are we gonna?
Is it grizzly? He doesn't look like a grizzly to me.
No, I think that is a grizzly bear. Oh, guys, this isn't a grizzly. It's a little black bear. But even still, see you, bud. Hey there!
Buddy, you're sleeping on the job.
Day one was quickly coming to a close, despite the fact we were in the land of the midnight sun, and the sun had no intention of ever setting.
So it's what time?
It's 12:30.
12:30. 12:30 a.m.
Sun's still shining.
There's the sun right there. It looks pretty. Oh,
Kramer. What are you
yeah,
doing?
there it is. So it's 12:30. We just pulled into
Eagle Plains.
We were gonna stay somewhere free, like on on one of the spots on the app that we found, but we needed diesel, and the gas station doesn't open up till
8 a.m. Somebody told us it was 24 hours at the visitor center, but it's not.
It's not. So now we have to stay the night here and wait for diesel in the morning.
But we could take showers.
But we get to take showers in the van.
And we get to get plenty of sleep tonight, so this is good.
Yeah.
Not all bad.
Yeah,
but
not all
it's
bad.
pretty.
Yeah, check that out.
So, all right. We're halfway there.
Good morning. Sarah's back there making coffee.
Good morning.
So we're gonna get diesel, and I think we have another, 300 miles?
I think it's like 225 miles.
225 miles to drive to get to the biggest city in the Arctic Circle.
Of Canada.
And so that's what we're gonna do right now. We're in the Arctic Circle. What's your first note about the Arctic Circle?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes are everywhere.
Ah!
But we're here.
It's fine for 30 seconds and then they find you. So this is the Arctic Circle, looking at the world from the top. North Pole. We're over here in Canada. Look how little of the world's actually in the Arctic Circle.
This is one of two ferries.
Well, 3 ferries if you count the one in Dawson City.
Oh yeah, so on the Dempster, there's 2 ferries, and this is one of 2.
They're all free. I think they're run by the government.
Yeah.
It's a necessity, I guess.
And it looks like we're gonna be the only ones on this ferry.
It's a mosquito. Got him. Ugh.
Gross.
Get the whole boat to ourselves. So cool. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Busy day?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
I'll be enjoying this trip.
Oh yeah. He's happy. He's back there napping on the bed. Oh, there he is. Hey bud.
Hi.
What's up?
Come and say hello.
Oh, he loves the water. He'll hop on in.
Come on.
Say
Come
hi.
on. Up.
You wanna say hi?
Hi. Hello. You perm your hair?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hours of losing ourselves in the beauty of the Arctic's open roads, we found ourselves forgetting just how remote and potentially dangerous this region can be. But the truth is, if something goes wrong, it can be hours before anyone finds you. Even then, you need to be airlifted out to get to the nearest hospital hundreds of miles away. We witnessed this firsthand after a group of guys on motorcycles crashed on a particularly bad section of road. Honestly, it was scary. Everything seemed to be okay. After being on a closed road for a few hours, we were finally back on our way. Until 2017, the road stopped 83 miles short of the Arctic Ocean in the town of Inuvik. Now, with the newly constructed extension to the 1,000-person village to Totoyatuk on the Arctic Ocean, it is accessible by car year-round.
Okay, guys, we made it. It's midnight, right?
It's 12:07 a.m.
12:07. It looks like it's what, like?
I don't know, 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's
it doesn't. It looks like not even dusk. I don't even know. It looks bright outside.
Yeah, we've driven all day to see the Arctic Ocean sign. It's literally just a sign that says.
Well, really, we're here to see the Arctic Ocean, not the Arctic Ocean.
Oh
sign.
yeah.
But we saw that on the way into town.
Yeah, and so surprisingly, Totoyatuk is very lively at midnight here.
I believe we had heard that ahead of time, that, you know, they go a month in the winter without ever seeing sun, and then when it comes time to summer, they're just like up all the time. Like somebody told us that it's not uncommon to see kids at like 2 a.m. in the morning, just like running around, having fun. Like,
yeah, we just saw kids on ATVs just spitting out here. So
yeah, so it's kind of unusual because we're like, oh, maybe we'll be hitting it at a quiet time of day, like it's still bright outside, we can get a picture, and there won't be anybody around. But like literally the whole town's awake. So,
yeah. So we're gonna go see the ocean and enjoy it. It's hard to see because the sun's
and it's not setting anytime soon.
it's not setting. You gonna do it?
It's our fourth ocean.
Fourth ocean.
Oh my gosh, that's so cold.
Is it cold? How cold is it?
Really cold.
After exploring the town on the ocean, we decided to begin a slower trek right back down the road we had just driven. This time, we decided to take full advantage of the magical midnight sun golden light that stretched on for hours upon hours. Driving the Dempster at night meant next to no one else on the road and all the more wildlife to keep us company mile after mile. Visiting the Arctic will always be one of our favorite memories. Sure, it was long hours and noisy roads, but the experience is something that we will always cherish. Now that our adventures in the Great White North are coming to a close, we're ready to get back to the lower 48. See you soon, America.